Hello, everybody. Welcome back to an episode of Trails Beyond the Horizon. In the last part, we continued our descent through the underground maintenance tunnel. We tracked down our runaway playboy. He turned into some weird mecha beast. Mare appeared. We used the Grendel again. Yorda found Ix, who was acting very odd. Things happened. Fights broke out. All that kind of fun stuff. We need to continue. Oh. I can choose. Oh, it's like with the Reverie. I can choose who do I want to go. Question mark, question mark, question mark? Who's the question mark, question mark, question mark? So, obviously Altina, I'll get Fee, I get Crow, and I'll get Toa. And I'll get Swin. Nadia's coming back. I get those guys. Too hot for a picnic. We're gonna keep going with Mr. Reenie Boy. Or no, Mr. Vonnie Boy. Mr. Von Boy. I can't just like start Reen's route on a cliffhanger like that. The Fool's Auction. July 10th, 8:45 a.m.
ま、俺らに黙って影使いの小娘とイチャコラしてたことは置いておくとして。
あまり起きたくはありませんけど、せめて護衛に呼んでもらえていれば。っていうかレンさんはともかく、リーシャもいたって言うんなら私だって呼ぶのが筋じゃないの？
無茶言うな。もともと夜回りのついでくらいだったからな。あの娘にしても訳ありだとは思ったが、まさかあんな事情があったとは。
心配ですよね、ヨルダちゃん。まさかお兄さんがそんなことに。
ちゃんとかつけるような殊勝な小娘じゃねえだろうがな。
双子のお兄さんも彼だからね。正直今でもちょっと許せないけど。
ネメス島でも反応兵器を起爆しようとした。いえ、すでにしたかもしれない人物たちです。妹さんの方はまだしも、昨夜の話では彼の脅威度評価は上がっていそうですね。
傷めいた儀式とやらの背後にいたかもしれんという話だったか。
え
明らかに DG を模したような因子邪教の儀式って感じだったわね。とはいえ女神の否定というお題目は言ってなかったみたいだけど。
カトル君、レン先輩。
断言まではできねえが別物だろう。何よりも匂わなかったからな。関わってた身からすると DG ってのは常に腐臭めいた匂いがした。人の奥底に取り付き魂を飲み込むような濃密で据えた匂いがな。
そうね。
うん。汚れとかほの暗い感情が凝縮されて煮詰まったような。
まさにネメス島で私たちが感じた息吹でしたね。
ロッジごとに違いはあったが、そうした負の想念は共通していただろう。それが感じられなかったのだな。
ええ、あれはまるで側だけを真似たような、どこかうつろなまがいものめいた気がした。
うつろなまがいもの。
まああんたの嗅覚だったら結構的を射てるんじゃないの？まがいものといえばあのイクスって子、何かの装置を持ってたそうじゃない。ええ、ステルス状態だったからはっきりと見たわけじゃないけど、確かに少し似ていたわね。それに
そいつみたいな凝った装飾のフレームじゃなかった気もするが。
それでもそのデバイスの力で不可思議な転移を行ったわけですか。見えざる謎の鬼とともに。
おいおい、どう考えてもやべえことになってるのは間違いねえだろうが。東方系の失踪者も多かったらしいが、そりゃ兵ゆえも本格的に動くだろうよ。
なのにキンケイドさん、 CID は何かを把握しながら無視してるんですよね。テロ対策の観点からしても情報機関としてもありえないと思います。
そうだね。いくら宇宙計画が佳境に入りつつあるからといって、場合によったらそちらに影響だってあるかもしれないのに。
いや、あれはむしろ影響がないのを確信しているみたいな態度だったな。それまでこの異常な事態を完全放置するって腹みたいだな、お前らは。いいえ、大統領とお前は一体何を考えてやがる。
国家機密だ。これ以上私の口から言えることはない。そのくらい察しろ、アークライド解決事務所所長。
You're right. Mr. Kincaid is the type of person who wouldn't make a decision without all the facts. But that Professor Grammar is exactly the same. Damn it! I hate to say it, but in a weird, twisted way, that means we can trust those guys. They probably even added what we, the guild, and even Heyu are going to do into all their little calculations. Speaking of, it was the guild, the police, and Heyu that handled the aftermath of those people last night, correct? Yeah, I only dealt with the Jeffrey myself. Dragged him back to his home after the dust settled. He woke up briefly at one point. I don't get it. I don't know why I was there. It's like I was tripping out. Feeling good and all that stuff just kind of came out of my mouth. I remember you yelling at me, though. I didn't get the sense he was lying. Maybe he really did forget everything that happened, including all the crap he blurted out during his little cult ceremony.
今の世界は病理にとらわれている。反移民という狭い視野にとらわれる白人も、東方人という伝統に縛られているものも同じ。所詮、人が生まれながらにして背負った真から逃れ得ぬ無力な存在だと言えよ。だが、それでも救いは等しく人間に与えられるだろう。現世という偽りの闇を暴き、我らを導くもう一つの夜明けにより。
I sense there is much hidden in those words. You're right, however, that they are markedly different from the DG cult's rhetoric. Still, his talk of a new dawn gives me pause. What do you think he meant by that? It does seem the kind of speech he might use to start a revolution, but it's his use of sin that stands out most to me. Right, it's the same word Dingo uses as the 8 Genesis observer. That word gets tossed around a lot. Could be a total coincidence for all we know. The fact that his Jeffrey guy had forgot all this stuff he was apparently so fired up about was the weirdest thing to hear to me. Yeah, that is strange. My first two guesses would be that it's the effect of some drug or perhaps some kind of hypnosis. You said all the other members experienced the same memory loss, right, Vaughn? Right. Elaine, Zin, and Inspector Daswine dealt with the aftermath once we'd finished. I talked a bit with them about how Jeffrey's crowd was holding up, and from what they told me, so far each and every one was woken up with fuzzy memories. Quite a number of them who are still out cold, though. Police and Gil will be busy today trying to figure out who they all are. I imagine they've got their hands full with that. From the sound of it, there were a ton of people there. So that's why Elaine wasn't able to come today? Guess so. We're supposed to meet up around noon to swap info again, though. All that aside, it's looking like we're gonna have to really kick it into gear for the next while. I take it that means we'll be spending today going through the H District and clearing out 4 SPGs? That's the plan. Since the whole incident is still fresh, I'm sure we're bound to pick up on something. I want to have some of us hang back and be on call. We can spend that time gathering info. And just so you can respond to any emergencies that pop up, I want everyone to give their weapons and gear a thorough check. Roger! Can't forget that the sniper boy is out there somewhere. Not only him, there's an unseen monster he had in tow. Not to mention the bizarre transformation that happened to that Jeffrey boy. We must be prepared for a myriad of threats. Oh, but Ren... Yes, I have a remote meeting with the tech union today, so I won't be available during the afternoon. I will be able to find time to accompany you on that garden business, though. It seems to have relevance to me, after all. Yeah, seems like your old coworkers are wrecking the place. That's fine. Don't worry about the 4 SPGs. Meeting with the tech unit is just as important. Alright then. Weather outside ain't great, but let's divvy up the task and get out there before it gets any worse.
その前に臨時バイトの再登録をお願いしようかな。
Ah, look who it is! My favorite swordsman.
ほう、お主は。
おいおい、久々に現れたかと思ったら。
やあ、前にアンダルシアのケーキを手土産に遊びに来た時以来かな。
ああ、そんなこともあったね。
限定品をちょろまかした代わりに定番メニューを持ってきただけだがな。あの限定はすぐに期間が終了して結局
バンさんが悲しみの息吹を。
つうかガチへこみはうぜえからやめろ。
まあまあ、あの時のお詫びじゃないけどバイト代抜きで手伝わせてもらうよ。ちょっと忙しかったんだけど、いろいろ面白いことになってるそうじゃない？
ずいぶん耳が早いけど、キンケイトさんあたりから聞いたわけ？イカルガも MK 同様、大統領府からの最終オーダーの最中かと思いましたが。
それは否定しないけど、でも私も計画の一部しか知らないよ。うちにしても MK にしても全体像が見えないよう情報を制限する。そのあたりは大統領閣下や CID の手のひらの上なのは変わらないからね。
そうみたいだな。
うすうす気づいていましたが。
そのオーダーも山場の手前でね。今日の午前中くらいは暇ができたんだ。それで昨夜の話を聞いて助立ちを申し出ようと思ったんだけど、彼女に剣の乙女もいない状況なら割と役に立てるんじゃないかな。
ちょうど聞いてたみたいね。まあ、あなたなら勘でも当てそうだけど。戦力としてはもちろん願ってもありませんが。どうします？
分かった。午前中だけっつうなら後腐れもなさそうだしな。正直妙な兆しが多すぎる。お前の勘の目にも頼りたいところだ。
一切承知。そこは任せてよ。そうと決まれば邪魔しちゃったけど、早速 4SPG を片付けに行こうか。こちらも午後と夜に備えて感覚を研ぎ澄ませておきたいからね。
っておい、今なんて言った？
なんだか知らないけど午後から重要な用事があるみたいだね。
まず宇宙計画の要になる。
ストップ。聞いたらめんどくせえことになりそうだ。こちらに関係してねえんだったらわざわざ話さなくてもいい。
確かにどちらも君たちと直接は関係してないかな。彼とは MK で会ったそうだけど、今後何らかの縁もありそうだしね。
だからこちらも想像がつきそうな背景をちらつかせてん
I
じゃ
think
ねえ。
she's talking about Reen, isn't she? The things settled, Ren left the office and after splitting up the tasks, Vaughn and crew began the work for the day. Sweets! My favorite Gert, my favorite swordsman. Get some connection events we gotta do. Right.
はい、引き受けた。
予報じゃ午前中は降ってるんだったか。そういやシズナ、傘は持ってこなかったのか。
事務所に来られた時に服が全然濡れていなかったような。
ああ、この程度の小雨だしね。全部避けてきたんだ。突っ込まないわよ。
How do you dodge a drizzle? Hey, where's the other girl? Where's the old lady at? Wait, aren't you Lindsay from the Blacklight District? What brings you to Topside? It happened to do with the social reintegration thing you mentioned? That's right, I'm being tested to see how well I can manage in public. The Kingpin told me to behave myself and look after his shop for a while, so here I am. Pretty simple as far as training goes. Right? Even I wouldn't go up and stab someone I'm meeting for the first time. So, it'd be nice if my trusty boyfriend could stop by if the urge gets too strong. Not a chance. To every part of that sentence. Chick magnets at the heart of it so hard. Unironically in this case. While his life is in danger, a verbal warning where the act is committed would be most preferable. This is really the wisest course of action. Oh boy.
キャンディーありますよ。どうしましょうか。
Gothic hat.
ぜひまた来てくださいね。
Alright. What?
どうしましょうか。ぜひまた来てくださいね。
Alright.
これも社会復帰のため。
心地が良くて困っちゃうわね。
さっさと決めやがれ。そんじゃあな、さっさと決めやがれ。そんじゃ
Take
あ
your stuff, man.
行くぞ。
よし。
引き受けた。
これは皆さんいらっしゃいませ。お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。
Revelation. Ooh. EP cut 2 would be nice to have. Alright, no. Let's do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. What more do you want from me, man?
またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。
Breath.
またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。お伺いしましょう。
Recluse.
またお越しください。
やった。
Maybe when I have more fucking Seppa, they'll buy something. Well, right now. Well, not now. I don't have anything.
お花はいかがですか。どうしましょうか。ぜひまた来てくださいね。
Alright.
どれどれ。
We got longtime friend, Mr. Luke. What's up? You seem troubled. If it isn't Von the Spriggan. As a matter of fact, I am. You said your childhood friend and roommate, Ginny, left and hasn't come back yet. Right, she's been gone since this morning. Later I found she'd even left a note. It's all so sudden. I have no idea where she could have gone. Can I count on you for help? Sure, why not? Well, alright, we'll take this on. You said that she's been gone since this morning. So she was with you in the share house last night, right? Yes, nothing seemed amiss. But when I woke up this morning, there was no sign of her. All I found was a note she left in the living room. So, she left while you were sleeping. I think we can see the note. Of course. Let's see. You're simply too dazzling. I know this is sudden, but I've decided to distance myself from you and leave the shower house. Nothing you need to worry about, so please don't look for me. Dispose of my possessions in whatever way you see fit. Wow. No wonder you were shocked. No doubt about it. She wrote that she was leaving. Have you noticed anything about her about Miss Ginny recently? No, not at all. I'm embarrassed to admit. Though I've only been living in the share house for a month. It's not like we've had any big fights or anything since I moved here. Just to make sure we got this right. Are you two in love with each other? In love? Of course not. What a thing to say. We've been childhood friends for 20 years. She's like family to me. He's way too easy to read. Well, best pretend to believe him now. Do you have any idea what she meant by too dazzling? Honestly, that's the part I'm confused about. I tend to be gloomy by nature. I even decided to become an engineer to avoid interacting with people. Ginny, on the other hand, has always been so cheerful and honest. Even at her part-time job, she's loved by her fellow staff members and the customers, too. Dazzling is a word better suited to her, not me. Well, everybody's got their own opinion, no matter the reasons. She was probably overwhelmed by your strengths. Must be tough for those around you. I can't imagine I have any qualities she'd be jealous of. But if that is true, then I've only failed her all the more as a friend. It would mean I didn't understand her feelings in the slightest. In fact, she just abandoned all her things out of nowhere is weird too. Yeah, and what's with the nothing to worry about part? Of course you're gonna worry. Sounds to me like we need to find her and find out how she really feels. Yes, it's also possible she got dragged into some sort of trouble. I thought that too, which is why I've been trying everything I can to find her. No such luck. She normally works as a waitress at Macmillan Cafe, and she also cleans rooms at the Maserati Hotel in the Sidon district. She'd normally be at the hotel today, so I tried contacting them. They said she hadn't come into work yet, and they haven't heard from her. Did you also contact Macmillan Cafe? I even went to ask in person. We even hung out together a few times in the Tyrell district where the cafe is. That was the only place I could imagine Ginny going. But in the end, I didn't find a thing. I see. It seems we don't have any other leads at present. May have no choice but to check the places she works again. Yeah, could be the situation's changed too. Care to join us? Are you sure? That seems like the most efficient way to do this. Let's get started then. We can go to either Macmillan Cafe in the Tyrell district or the Maserati Hotel in the Sidon district. Alright. Let's go to Sidon. It's Marion. Must be about a little arrangement. Tell him the status update in the Dream Garden's liberation. Is now a good time? Sure, I take you got us away into the third domain already. Technically speaking, yes, but the third domain is a bit of a peculiar case. Can I ask you to log in first so I can explain the details on site? I know trouble brewing when I hear it. Probably best to check it out in person then. So yeah, we'll be there. Thank you. Apologies for the trouble. I'll do that later. Hey, Mr. Mans. You're Luke, right? The one who contacted me this morning. Which will make you the Spriggan. I'm sorry to say that Ginny isn't here yet. Incidentally, has she ever been late or absent from work without permission before? Cremona, who trained her for the part-time job. Do you know her? Well, I looked over the records, and this is the first time she hasn't shown up without contacting us. I see. This really doesn't seem normal. Yeah, what in the world could have happened? She was always cheerful and upbeat, and she was a really hard worker. I think something was bothering her. Bothering Ginny? She did say she'd like to be given more shifts in the future. I asked her why, and she just said she had to make a lot more money. Any idea why that might be? She moved to the share house to cut her housing expenses. Well, that's why I thought she wasn't struggling with money anymore. Although, something to mind. Yes, I've always wondered why she had 2 part-time jobs. If she just wanted to make ends meet, her job at the cafe would probably have been enough. I thought maybe she was trying to save for the future or something. Maybe she has some sort of reason for it. We can speculate all day, but we'll leave it at that for now. Anything else stand out? Let me think. She always seemed to stop by somewhere after work instead of going straight to the subway. But I don't know where. Sorry. Somewhere in the side district then. Thanks, you've been a big help. Alright. Over there. Well, we go back here. Let's go to...
Goです。
いらっしゃいませ。
ここのコーヒー、
ちょっと聞かせろや。
You're the man who came by this morning. Ginny's friend, right? I'm afraid I haven't heard from her since. Oh. Is there anybody here who might know anything? Well, she's friendly and she's a friendly person, so she's built rapport with many of the people here. Lucia was especially close to her. They talked to each other about all kinds of things. So she might be the one to ask. She should be here right now. Thank you so very much, sir. Oh, hi, girl. What's up? This is about Ginny, right? You already told me about it, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her either. You know what? I just remembered something. I only learned this recently, mind you. But it turns out my little brother Kirk knows her. Your little brother? Yep. I don't know how they came to know each other, though. Kirk plays basketball with the team in the Sidon districts. He should be playing there now, so maybe try to talk to him? Talk about a small world. Got that right. Just curious, is Ginny a big basketball fan? Oh yeah, she's a real athletic, so she loves playing a game of hoops. I suppose it should be surprising. She's always been cheerful. She can get to be friends with just about anyone, which explains why she's got such a big circle. Right, why don't we organize the info we gathered? Seems like Ginny's got worries of her own. Sounds like she wanted to work more shifts to make more money. That seems to be the case, whether life's been harder for her or not. She was also acquainted with Lucia's younger brother, Kurt. He was part of the Sidon District's basketball team, right? Apparently Ginny was athletic and liked basketball. I guess she stopped by somewhere after her shift at the hotel, too. Could it be that the basketball court where she could work up a sweat? In which case, we would probably know the entire basketball team, not just Kurt. That makes sense. You connected the dots so easily. We still got a lot to uncover, but it sounds like we got ourselves a lead. Yeah, let's head for the basketball court. I was just there! Oops. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. I was too early on that one. That's right. Alright. Let's go over here first. Oh yeah, Ginny is super good at basketball. I should know, I played against her a few times. Is it true that nobody knows where she is? Yeah, she's been gone since this morning. Have you seen her anywhere? Not today, no. Last time would have been the day before yesterday. She said she'd be back. I wonder what happened. I see. You could try asking Simon, too. He's our captain, so he notices that kind of stuff. I take it he isn't here now. Nah, I think he went to check out a food stall run by some guy named Eddie. Maybe you'll run into him on the main street? Right, let's get over there. I saw that. This guy. Eddie gets around. You don't know where Jenny went, huh? Do you know anything, Simon? I don't know. I don't just know. I actually saw her a little while ago. Really? It sounds like we've already hit the bullseye. Where'd you see her? Under the overpass by the hotel. I saw her when I was on my way here from the basketball court. She was all by her lonesome. Oh, wait. I was there too. Why didn't you say anything? Well, I was thinking of going over and saying hi myself since it was a rare opportunity. But even from far away, I could tell she seemed kind of down. I figured she wanted to be alone. Well, I'm glad she's been found. Best not to let this chance get away. Let's head over there. Where? Where am I going? Looks like someone came through here. Let's do a shard search just in case. Allow me. Search complete. They appear to be a woman's footprints. There's only much doubt. Let's follow them quick. Stick with us. Thank you. Ginny! There's something definitely off about her. Leave the chit-chat for later. Time to divide and conquer these monsters. That wasn't even a warm-up. That ain't something to be disappointed about. It's okay, she appears to be unharmed. But she's still like this, even despite all the commotion. Looks like she's a bit hazy for some reason. Maybe we can bring her back somehow. Loot. Why did this happen? More importantly, how could you come to such a dangerous place on your own? If I lost you, Luke? She's come too. Thank goodness, Ginny. So, you're saying your memory is fuzzy from this morning all the way until now? I mostly remember what I was doing, but I feel like it was half me, half someone else. I'm so sorry. It seems I caused all you so much trouble. Nah, we were just doing our job. Sounds like you were in a daze. So I guess he was too dazzling and you tried to distance yourself from him. I don't really understand what that even means. Seriously? You're as honest as ever, Luke. Listen, I've always felt jealous of you. Jealous? Yeah. Unlike me, you know a lot and you're always mature and calm. Plus, you're an engineer. You're completely independent. What? None of those things are that special. That's not true. You have wonderful qualities and you're honestly pretty popular. You have no idea how worked up I get about it. I don't care about being popular or anything. Because the only person whose opinion matters to me is... Alright, I've had my fill. You know, I think they suit each other. With that, Von and the others escorted the pair back to the share house, ensuring Ginny had sufficiently recovered. Thank you for what you did today. I reached out to my employers again, too. Still, why did all that happen in the first place? I guess I shouldn't have been so impatient about getting another job from that recruitment site. Something feels off about this. Mind if I take a look at your screen for a sec? Sure, I don't mind. I feel like I just saw something. She doesn't seem to even have noticed, but something definitely flashed on the screen for a moment. Well, let's just keep it in mind for now. Some sketchy website! Never trust sketchy websites. How you guys doing? Working through it. Huh. It's awkward. Huh. Alright, let's let those two deal with it. Alright. While we're here, might as well take a dip. Take a dip!
の蒸気悪くありませんね。リフレッシュできました。さっぱりしたみたいね。
Alright. Oh, the garden. That's right. You know what? We'll bang that out. I see. Sounds like this third domain has a rather distinctive structure compared to the others. Yes, apparently the first half is divided into 3 subdomains, designated A, B, and C. It appears that all of them must be partially liberated before the shared nexus can be accessed. Hence why the cooperation of not only us, but those responsible of the other routes is essential. And once everyone's done, the Foundation's team will hack in and unlock the entrance to the nexus. Yes, I can't divulge any details about those assigned to the other routes at present. But it shouldn't be too long before I'm able to introduce you to one another. Fine, keep those lips zipped. Not like we can't hazard a guess. One of the groups has Altina's friends in it. Wait, wouldn't that mean? Well, we'll just have your privacy on this one. Something telling me that there'll be a few familiar faces down the road. I'm excited already. Yes, but setting that aside, exactly when did you, of all people, get in here? Let's not split the small stuff. It seems she's using her account from her previous visits to the Marching Garden. She's in a REM with Sarugi, was it? Yep, nice to meet you, Altina. I know it doesn't bother Shizu in the least, but is anyone else picking up that tension in the air? Orion's probably got a handful of gang-ups about her, but with her shared acquaintance. I'm rather leery of her joining you all to begin with, but I suppose it's too late to protest. Alrighty then, let's show this grim garden weaving business, while taking care of our actual sprickin' business, of course. Hey, who died to put you in charge? Well, there's no doubt she'll be an asset, so maybe this isn't so bad? It's incredibly difficult to tell whether they were glad to see her or simply resigned to her butting in. It's probably the latter. Or the former. I don't know how you use it phrase. What's that? Mare! Mare Bear. Guess she doesn't plan on showing herself. Feels like the shackles restraining the demonity in me have gotten a little slacker. So in other words, I can use the Grendel's power more than ever before now. Ain't every day you're this generous. Make the most of it going through these domains. Sweet! I need to transform waking on the field. Oh, I can wake him. I can use him in the field. Oh! On the circumstance using awakening. Okay, use its own regeneration abilities and doing game. Sort of. Oh, I could use him in the field. All right, I'm excited now. Alright. You know how it goes. I'm gonna bump this down so I can actually speed through this. And I'll bump it back up when I get to the boss. What's this? This how grants more power with which mighty foes I get. What's this? I don't know. 500 Mira? Pfft, I don't need that. Some sort of pom-pom. Death to palms.
やった
Love it.
当然だな。
Ifrit raid.
精進あるのみ。
各種ステータス。
か。次はどうする？
Slaughtered him.
みなぎるぜ。
Let's put you in here. I need slave full of 7 command bells, 2 S-crafts, 2 devices. Whoa.
敵の群れ、送金しますか。手を貸すわ、手を貸すわ。お願い。
決めろ、テリー。
Oh wait, that's right. Her thing is tied. Her thing is not an attack. Shit. I should change that actually.
加勢するぜ。加勢するぜ。
遠からぬものは音に聞け。つくよになる。我が太刀は虚にして実。そこだ。霊月一戦。
Oh, I love it. I love it.
行きます。
Alright, I should change Fairy's deal. How do I change? Can I change it? I thought I could change it.
やりました。
少しはスケジューラーモードを起動します。気をつけてな。面白そうな相手だね。
光線開始。
行くぜ。
お任せを。や。
行くよ。
一緒に行きましょう。立ち崩れた。
これも年の効果の。
さあ、展開。手を貸すわ。手を貸すわ。お願い。
You're this guy. Nice. Alright, I want to try Vaughn's thing. Oh shit! Oh shit! Nice, fucking nice.
はないな。
Alright.
警戒しましょう。お宝発見です。
Alright, let's get out of here.
ステージクリアね。
Sweet!
次はどうする？
Alright, let's see. You know what? Nah. Bump it back to normal. Alright.
よし、かかるぞ。
どうやら一区切りですね。癒されました。守護者だね。重複するよ。
These guys got Deadpool written all over them. Alright. This guy is super weak to earth and mine, which I don't have.
おまけで。フェリちゃん。炎よ、我らの息吹よ。バーサン。
Okay.
いい調子だ。全力で行きましょう。こちらの手番だ。
Fuck your buffs.
好きにはさせません。
If it raid.
はあ、ディフリートレード。燃えるね。
No buffs for you.
加勢するぜ。
星の力よ。貫いて。続いてください。篠田さん。
One dead. 99 gales. Critical. He also has insight, so... I'll XP out of that though.
やりました。
また新しい景色が見えたね。
Grim Garten, third domain, subdomain B. Partial liberation succeeded. However, subdomains A and C have yet to be liberated. Administrative privileges required to unlock access to third domain nexus. Sweet. So we won't be able to go any further until sometime this afternoon, huh? Correct. In addition to the partial liberation of the other subdomains, some hacking will be required. Once all steps are complete, perhaps I can introduce you to the other two teams. Really now? Consider my anticipation whetted. There will probably be a few more reunions in store for us. Yeah, I can't wait! Well, if it's how it's going to be, I'll just go ahead and ditch when the moment's right. Wasn't much, but I got my kicks. Besides, jumping the gun would suck all the intrigue of things. Would suck all the intrigue out of things. What are you on about now? There are free spirits, and then there's Shizuna. Seriously, enough dipping in and out all the time like some kind of phantom. No pun intended. The teams are comprised of those of the Foundation finds a promising at present. They have a theory as to the thirds roster. Those two must be among them. I never did learn where they headed after our previous encounter. It's Reen! It's the other squads. Reen and Rufus. And all of them.
ご用は何でしょう。
Sure, why
これ
not?
は聞きますよ。
Thank you, madam.
どうかご無事で。
Alright, well, that's that. That was painless. That was a painless endeavor. Alright. I'm gonna wrap it up here because we're getting close to time. So when we come back, we will continue our scour of the city. And then we'll see what happens, where our search leads to. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you then. Later.